Tomorrow, the Georgia Environmental Protection Division plans to release a proposal that could limit the amount of gas a medical sterilization plant can use in metro Atlanta. For nearly 2 years, Sterigenics has come under fire for using ethylene oxide after the federal government determined it can cause cancer. Since then, Reveal investigator Andy Parati has uncovered hundreds of people who live near the plant whose claim that the gas has caused serious health problems has them so concerned.
Two siblings hand in hand share a moment of bliss, a bond forged not only by blood, but from the illnesses that almost took their lives.
It's like being struck by lightning, but we got struck by lightning multiple times in a very short span of time.
In May 2019, doctors diagnosed Olivia Gill with leukemia. She was 2 years old. Roxanne and Adam Gill are her parents.
You feel helpless. Yeah. Yeah.
As if that wasn't enough to handle, just a year before, the Gills learned their other daughter, Rosalind, would likely be born with severe abnormalities.
So we were operating under the assumption that she might not even be born.
2 years later, Rosalind eats through a feeding tube and deals with developmental delays.
Say thank you, Rosie.
Doctors told them both of their daughters suffered from spontaneous genetic mutations, but the Gills kept searching for answers. And then a puzzle started clicking into place. The last piece came in July 2019 while watching the news.
New at 6 o'clock. For years, they may have been exposed to a cancer-causing chemical, and they had no idea.
Most of the risk driven by ethylene oxide.
Ethylene oxide, the chemical used by Sterigenics to sterilize medical equipment.
At the time, the Gills lived in an apartment 3.5 miles from the Sterigenics plant.
Good morning.
This past summer, multiple attorneys held a virtual press conference to announce they collectively represented about 200 people, claiming ethylene oxide used by Sterigenics and another plant in Covington called BD are responsible for sickening their clients, diagnosed with lymphoma, leukemia, and breast cancer.
They're killing us. They are killing our community.
Sterigenics declined to be interviewed, but in a statement wrote, Sterigenics empathizes with anyone battling cancer, but we are confident that the operations at our Atlanta facility are not responsible for causing any illnesses alleged in these lawsuits. In August 2019, Sterigenics temporarily shut down. Less than a year later, a federal judge ordered it can continue to operate and remains open today.
It makes me sick. My daughter's lives will never be the same.
Representatives from BD and Covington did not directly respond to the claims, but in previous interviews has noted that ethylene oxide is found naturally in both urban and rural areas, and sometimes in higher concentrations than in the communities surrounding the plants. State officials have scheduled 2 virtual hearings tomorrow and Wednesday on the Sterigenics proposed permit. For more information on how you can participate and make sure your voice is heard, go to this story on 11alive.com.